Hi, this is Andrew Moore-Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, and today we're taking a look at the HTC Desire Z. You can also find this one called the T-Mobile G2. You can get this phone for between $0 if you're willing to sign a long-term contract and about $500 if you're not willing to sign any kind of contract. So we have a 3.7-inch 480 by 800 capacitive touchscreen, 800 megahertz processor with 512 megs of RAM running the show and behind the scenes. So not exactly on the cutting edge of Android smartphones, but decently spec'd. You probably won't run into the limitations for some time to come. It's got 1.5 gigs of internal memory. You can expand that up to 32 gigs with micro SD cards. So to take a quick look on the face of the device, standard capacitive touch buttons across the bottom here. We also have a touch-sensitive trackpad. So if you're coming over from the BlackBerry camp, that's definitely something that's going to be appealing to you. What I really like about this phone, and why I think the lower spec trade-off might actually be worthwhile, is because of the Qwerty Keyboard. Now I do like the feel on this Qwerty Keyboard, nice and tactile, easy to compose longer emails, stuff like that. You still have access to the on-screen keyboard if you wanted to go that route. All you have to do is tap into a field if you're in landscape mode, and you can just use the on-screen keyboard as well. But if you're typing something longer, really handy to have this slide-out Qwerty Keyboard. Now it's a Z hinge style, so you can see in here the hinges. It does have a nice feel to it. You can open it with one hand quite easily, and you can also see in there the ribbon cable that attaches the screen to the phone itself. So like I said, you can quite easily close it and open it with one hand, which is nice. So on the side here we have a dedicated camera button. That little switch takes off the metal backplate. So I always like to see some metal on a smartphone, just gives it a bit of a better look and makes it feel a little bit more durable. Volume rocker here, micro B USB port. On the top we have the standard power button and 3.5mm headphone jack. Now this is running Android 2.2 Froyo, so I haven't received the update to Gingerbread, but Froyo does include things like the wireless, portable wireless hotspot and stuff like that. So some of the newer improvements in Android are present and accounted for. You're running HTC Sense 2, so you can see, slide through, we have, I believe it's 7 home screens, and we can do things like zooming out onto the home screens like this to move around in our home screens, reorganize them, or just tap to go into the one we want to use. And that works in the browser as well. If we have a browser window open, we can tap out like this, add new pages, zoom out like this, or not, doesn't always have to work, I guess. But there you have it, the HTC Desire Z from $0 to $500, also known as the T-Mobile G2. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit Butterscotch.com.